Mm.
So, guys, apparently everyone on the cast is super excited to be here, even Swargula. Welcome to episode 20 of Star Wars Edge of the Empire Shadow of War. I am, of course, the Space Master of Space, Arthur Perkins, and I am joined by Swargula, Henley, Zircon 5, and Dr. Wreckage. Let's check in on what all these crazy, insane people have been doing in the month since the last time we've done this broadcast. Swarg, how have you been?
Man, I'm always crazy. My life is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy's wearing a
Yeah,
beanie
yeah.
that
Tell
has a
me
brim
more.
on it.
I
Right?
wish to tell me about your childhood.
My life is nuts. I'm getting promoted at work, which
Job.
is fun and not fun at the same time. It means that my work no longer eats away at my soul, but it eats away at my life now, which means that my stream pretty much is borderline ending. It's borderline ending. I'm doing maybe one show a week, maybe if I'm
You're
lucky.
like you're like Mathematic, man. He's like the same thing. He's just kind of like
You know, I hear that
got a
when you have
job.
trouble doing stuff like that, what you need to do is guest star on other people's amazing shows.
Yeah,
Think?
the shows have to be amazing,
Or
Oh
to keep
shit!
the channel.
Well,
which is why I'm
fine.
on this one.
Oh,
Edge of the
okay,
Empire,
Swarg.
yeah.
I like
No,
how you recovered that one.
However, that is a good point. Talking about segues, I do still do things. I do still plan on doing things. I'm still planning on doing the TPD&D every blue moon. I still do my TP campaign, which is getting weird. I do. I am going to be starting probably a zombie apocalypse game, which I've already done all the rules for. I've recopied the rules so that I understand them, as well as created.
Wait, what was it?
It's Zombie World. It's an apocalypse hack. It's the only system I have found that doesn't suck complete nuts.
It's
in
not
just
the
a
it's not
little.
the one where you play as yourself, right? Because that one
It's not.
sucks
It's
tremendous
not.
amount
No,
of
that
time.
one does suck complete
Okay.
nuts. This one is Apocalypse World almost like straight. They just hacked
To
Apocalypse
be
World.
clear,
Don't-
before Dave and Virgil lay into this, because that was the game we played that introduced us to Star Wars.
Yeah.
We were gonna play 5 weeks of that game, and after the first night, you might not know what we're talking about because I deleted the broadcast immediately afterwards, and it never got to YouTube. We will never speak of it.
We do not speak of
Again,
this.
It lives
and by the
only
end of the
in their
night, they had
hearts.
insisted we start playing Star Wars. So
As
It
a
was good.
tiny cancerous
I
pustule that will
remember-
one day consume them.
I remember the start of that. We were like, "Hey, you want to play the zombie game? You want to play Star Wars?" And we're like, "Oh, the zombie game seems pretty good." Fuck no! Oh my god! Oh my god!
But
And
yeah, so I'm still hoping on doing that. I just got to find players. I have like 3 that I'm like thinking about and like looking into, but blah blah blah. I don't care. Speaking of which, however, the
all
cool
right,
thing
slow or fast zombies.
it would be like a copy of The Walking Dead, just with my own story. It would be Walking Dead universe through and through.
okay, all right.
And it would be based around being realistic without like counting graphs, working on graphs.
Do zombies eat dogs?
Dave, can we
We're
not
getting too
taint
deep
it?
into this.
No,
Swarg,
yeah,
what
it's not
else you
even-
got going on?
I'm
Just-
also guest starring on the Northern Winds, which is changed format, kind of, from West Marches. It's still kind of West Marches, but now it's like it's doing the role.
It's just an attempt to kill you every week now. That's how
It's-
what I
It's
understand.
I've turned into the bad guy very quickly.
Yeah.
I don't keep watch one night because I can't fit that sentence out of my mouth in the conversation that we're having,
Mhm.
and everyone hates me because we get attacked that night. But whatever. That's changing into a long play format where we're doing like 4 episodes and then changing arcs or something. I don't know what we're doing. And then the cool one that's starting is Curse of Strahd is coming out in like a week and a half, and I am on. We're playing Blood and Mist is what it's called. Turn Order Hex Blood and Mist over at Wax Stevens' channel with Iron Chef Bobby Flail, Wolf's Go Rar, Peachy Pixel 8, myself, and Zacatecus. That's the 5th guy. And we're playing Curse of Strahd and with a couple of hacks already introduced. And that we're creating characters this Sunday, which is nuts. It's going to be insane. If you haven't seen the trailer for that, you should just go watching it because it's super good. He Wack created the trailer for it, and he does like a vampire voice, and he's got a wig, and it's going to be good. That's happening every Sunday, and that's going to be my future as far as streaming goes. And then slowly fading away into the background as I die in a coffee induced haze.
I mean, there are worse ways to die.
That is true.
Be deprived haze. I mean, I would just say is worse.
I mean, that's other things. But how are you, Verge?
Well, no, let's jump
Thanks.
to Dave.
What?
We
Fine,
gotta do
jeez.
it in order. Dave, before Swarg takes control of the show, how are you doing?
Pretty good. Sorry I wasn't here for last week. I had a family emergency that I had to attend to. So that was some sad news. But other than that, I'm back in Poland doing my own thing.
Poland's really futuristic these days.
Yeah. 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 I live like
It's actually a farm.
there. Like I'm up there. Like it's good stuff. So yeah, what's new? Well, Sin Eaters has started up. We had our first episode a while back, and it was fucking great. It was so good. It was good to get back into that shit. You have no idea. I thought I'd struggle playing Richard again, but I tell you what, my time with Coral has sort of, I don't know, made me a better player in some way because I was struggling with a dilemma with Richard after the season 1 ending, and it's sort of just like helped. I don't know.
Richard was a
what else?
much more well-rounded character in that first episode than he's been in the past. He's very
Yeah.
three-dimensional.
Yeah. What else? Getting set up to run the Night City campaign with two of these lovely human beings in this channel right now. It's gonna be fucking excellent. I hope Arthur's excited.
Oh, I'm excited, but for a different reason.
Oh yeah, what's that?
We'll talk about it when I roll around. We're talking about you now.
Oh, look out! And Virgil's gonna be joining us as well, so that's gonna be fucking excellent. I want to see Virgil's take on a British guy who actually does have cybernetics that you can actually use, instead of like just a guy who doesn't.
Mhm.
Holy
Yeah.
shit! When did that photo
Just
get
now.
made?
That's
Just
hot
now.
off
That's
the presses.
amazing.
Hot off the presses.
Yep.
Oh yeah, look at that! I'm ripped. Carl is ripped.
And also
Fresher
tiny
than her.
compared to...
Let's,
No, I
let's
imag-
get
I
that fan
imagine-
art into the chat, and of course, if you
There
don't
you
know
go.
what we're talking about, it'll be
I
in the
actually imagine
in the
that,
description.
I do imagine that Zane is just like a fucking enormous human being.
Zane is apparently just a giant slab of meat.
Now, here's what happened. I bet whoever designed this drew it, and then realized that he didn't have enough bath left for Coral.
Pretty sure I described
So-
Zane as actually being skinny when I
Uh,
introduced him, but
You've
that's fine.
acted too
Fine.
much like a meathead. It's just canon now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys typecasted me. Thank you.
Yeah,
You
we did.
typecast
Well, I mean, you
yourself,
typecasted
sir.
yourself, technically.
Oh God, that is fucking adorable. Oh man. So yeah, I'm super excited to get started on that, and the new overlay is coming together. It is fucking dope. Oh my God, new overlay for my stream is going to be so amazing. It's going to be so good. Oh. And I've put my artist to the case. By the way, audience, he is going to be putting together a picture of my mascot, the chicken mascot, dressed as Coral somehow. He's going to do that. It's going to look so stupid, but it's going to look great at the same time. Can't wait for it. And yeah.
Ants on his head. Like socks or something to give it.
Yeah. And it's like safety. Yeah, anyway, so it's going to look great. You guys are going to enjoy it. But that's enough out of me passing the ball over.
Okay.
Hacky sacking it
Let's
to
talk
the next
about
one.
let's talk about Zircon 5. What's going on there?
Not much. Started a new game with Arthur, the Mistborn RPG, which right now is stated for a 4-week session.
Yeah, we might have to cancel Cyberpunk and just keep running that though.
Because people are flipping out.
It's currently
They're
at 500
demanding.
views. in
There's
48 hours.
there's high amount of demands that we just turn it into a show already, and we basically did character creation,
Public outcry.
which was amazing.
The publisher is asking us to look at some private stuff.
Ooh.
They're
So
like,
it's
hey, what's up?
really
You want to get a peek behind the curtain?
it's really cool stuff.
wanna
So I'm
peek behind
super
the curtain.
excited. I was already excited just before starting because I get to be a really cool race. If you want to find out more about all the cool races in that epic game, you should go check out the YouTube video. I'll post the link in the chat for everyone later on. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be awesome.
Mistborn Week 60. Awesome. Yep, it's going to happen.
What are we
Other
going
than
on for
that,
Star Wars.
not much going on. Yeah, it's been a long time, so I can't even remember.
Yeah, it's like that
What I
Britney
talked
Spears
about.
song that starts with "It's been a while."
Yeah. But yeah, ready for some Toby, if I can remember how to do the voice.
You'll remember.
Oh, Toby, old boy, just
Rave
and I will go around and do
Yeah.
some paintings real quick.
And yeah, maybe I'll get to, chop someone in half with the lightsaber. That'll be fun.
That's
Let's see.
possible. It could happen. Wreckage, how has your month been?
I'm an elected official. Now.
Really? What is your elected position?
I am officially a member of the District 5 Planning Council for my city.
Damn it! I thought it was gonna be the booty brigade.
I mean, I
No.
thought it would probably be like accountant or like financial
I am
officer.
also officially a delegate in my state's Democratic Party.
Yeah, you could delegate some booty out to the public. You know, just like on the
I'm
civil side.
a dick delegate. I delegate the dick. But on the much more exciting and relevant to the audience front, Sin Eaters was amazing. In our very first episode back, we blew up a train in the heart of a metropolitan area. Or in the
Allegedly.
processes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
Okay.
a train is or is not blowing up. and people will-
Allegedly, my clients were not actually present at the scene. There is no evidence to say that they were.
So basically, the players had a 4-day rest in character after fighting a vampire that destroyed a couple city blocks, and then they destroyed a couple city blocks with a train. So it's going well. I'm not certain whether or not the city of New Orleans will survive.
Running low on city blocks.
Yeah, running low on city blocks, running low on police officers. There's been a
Yeah.
lot of the city of New Orleans is not doing well in the Sin Eaters campaign. Player characters, as all of my GMs here will attest to, are not the best heroes or protectors of a location. But very excited to continue to play that into the future, onwards and upwards. Additionally, Die Party is looking at starting another game, so that is in the foundational stages. We're choosing between two, either a superhero game or a Sunless Sea game. We're seeing what kind of players we can get for either of those and what day people might want to play them. And then that'll be our next Die Party project. And throwing it back earlier to a certain Count Swargula, who is having troubles on his channel, might I remind everybody that I do this for free for anybody. I will GM on your channel. I will play on your channel. So if you're looking to have more games or more players for whatever you want, I do both of those things, and I don't even ask for a reach around.
Awesome.
He actually does ask for
And
reach around.
anything else on that regard? All right, excellent. We launched Mistborn. It was fucking amazing. There have been people posted about it on Reddit. People would be posting about it on Google Plus. I was like, what the fuck? No one has
Google
ever
Plus.
posted these things. I am always the one posting of these things. And so it was awesome to see the public doing it. And I, of course, really enjoy Mistborn. I read the books constantly. And they just released 2 of the Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarian novels, which are more Brandon Sanderson novels. Don't read the first one in the middle of the night. That's all I'm gonna say. especially not on Kindle, because then it's gonna get fucking weird. That book
Did
is
your
meta
Kindle get
as
like?
shit.
Did it get like
The book is
taken over by?
literally like, now I know you're reading this in the dark of the night on a Kindle. And I was like, oh my god, I am reading this in the dark of the night on a Kindle.
Well,
How
you
could a
couldn't read
text
it in the dark of the
possibly
night
know that?
on a book.
So,
But-
are you telling me that that book is interactive and it like scanned your data, or like
no. It
always
just says that. And in the novel version, it says that it's a novel. When they brought it to ebook, they changed it to whatever e-form you read it on. Still,
What
it
if I
was kind of
steal
fucking
a
scary at
scanned
3
copy?
o'clock in the morning when I was like, oh my god!
That would have been so cool if it like an interactive
pretty
novel.
meta.
Stop taking
Um,
mushrooms before bed. Yeah, I agree.
So I have a busy week all week. Star Wars tonight, and then we got a one shot of D&D 5e tomorrow night, where all the players are playing evil NPCs, going out to harass some good villagers. You know, keep them down, repress them, make sure the Empire survives. Friday night is the Mistborn GM turn, where I'm gonna be showing everyone the player's plan, and then being like,
How you
this is
gonna
how
fuck?
I'm gonna fuck this plan up so bad. I'm gonna fuck this plan up really, really bad. And that's what I'm supposed to do as the narrator. So that's what we're gonna do. And you know what? If you want to show up and give me some pointers and maybe be like, well, you know, one really good way to mess with Kinsey would be to do this, and I'll be like, brilliant! It's added.
Will they get
goody.
credit at the end?
I'll
of
tell you what, they might.
the episode.
They might.
All right, I want.
And
full-
then
want a
noon
trailer.
on Saturday, I will be on Eric Vulgaris' channel as the special 5th member guest star for Monster Hearts. I'm going to try to play a angsty teenage vampire who's just trying to bone a couple ladies. So if you want to see a
Vampires
game...
don't have blood flow, so you can't have an erection.
You have no idea how vampires work nowadays, man.
There's all
Sorry,
sorts of
my
stupid
friend.
new rules.
Magic.
Yeah, Arthur's read Twilight.
Magic.
Yeah, instead of melting in the sun, I just sparkle. What's up, bitch?
Okay, so if you want to watch a game
Why?
about
Why would they
playing
sparkle in the sun?
traditional monster archetypes trying to get laid as teenagers, then check out Monster Hearts on Saturday. And Skulls and Shackles wrapped up. That was a 43-week-long campaign that ended when we reached the end of the story. That's it. It's done. So my week's been kind of filled with lots of RPGs. Also Stardew Valley, holy shit! I played like 4 more hours of it today. I'm definitely addicted. Stardew Valley is literally the new hotness. I'm so close to affording that chicken coup, and then there's gonna be chickens everywhere. They're gonna be shitting eggs all up on my farm.
God damn it.
Chickens
Chicken
everywhere. They'll be falling from the sky. I'll be taking their chicken eggs and turning into mayonnaise. They'd be like, no, my chicken eggs, I want them to hatch. I'll be like, no, that's mayonnaise, son.
No,
You would turn all your eggs into
been,
mayonnaise.
I would turn all my
I've
eggs
just
into
been
mayonnaise.
digging into that.
You know how
fucking-
much mayonnaise sells for, dog? I'll literally be like, if this was a jar of mayonnaise, I'd be like, dollar bills, y'all. It's literally made of dollars. Mayonnaise. It's the hotness.
I've just been digging into that mine, dude. I haven't been doing much.
Oh, really? Wow, that's weak. You gotta do the farm. I'll tell you what, I hit summer, and I laid down trellises of hops because I was like, I'm gonna make beer. No, I didn't make any beer, but I'll tell you what I did make. Fucking giant piles of dollars.
I'm out of the loop here.
Don't worry
Uh,
about it.
It's
We'll
a
talk
And
about
I
it
Harvest
later.
want
Moon
to
game
turn on a
made by-
lightsaber and
So previously on Star Wars: Edge of the Empires, let's talk about that. I know what happened.
yeah, how's
because
that
I watched
XP?
the last 30 minutes of the episode a couple minutes ago. Do you guys remember what happened?
Mhm.
I always do.
What was
Yeah,
up
we
to that?
stole a ship, but we didn't steal a ship. We just stole the plans instead. And then we came back, and he's like, "Good job. Here's money."
That is a very shortened
Recap
version of what
done.
happened.
It is, which is appropriate for our time constraints. Let's get
Sure.
back to it.
All right, all right. We have some. Wow, Ratosaurus, what a fucking ball tease! Really, I got fan art. Just kidding. Sorry, pneumonia and shit. Well, I feel bad for you about that pneumonia, bro. But You literally can't tease fan art and then walk away.
Surely,
Arthur is
surely
incredibly thirsty for fan art, guys. Don't
I
don't,
am.
don't let
surely
him
the fever-induced malaise. Surely the muse came to you when you were lying
Okay.
there with pneumonia, dying, and you just cranking out all this Picassian Star Wars fan art.
No. All right. So, accomplisher of goals was one of our straw polls last time. Toby won pretty handily for 10 XP. And surprisingly, I don't know how he won. I don't know why literally everyone voted for him, but Caleb for anti-believer for 5 XP.
Isn't it because I guess,
I don't know. I'm literally clueless.
made a business deal which isn't very Jedi-y?
Maybe, but you were kind of shifty in the first place.
I'm a shifty Jedi.
Okay.
Because I guess it doesn't. The player character. I mean, the
It's
audience.
all right.
doesn't
You don't have to
know.
explain yourself. The audience is chosen. They've spoken. This week, there are 2 different categories, but I want to be very clear. The first one is workhorse. Who expends the most time and resources to move the story forward and keep everything going alive, keep the party alive? And this is going to be which player does this, not which character. So which player is the one expending their time and resources to move the story forward? The second category is which character, not player, is the funniest.
What? Isn't that the same thing?
Are they? Are they?
No,
though?
funniest and keeping things on track, basically.
No, he means aren't
No,
the player and
player and
character the
peop-
same thing?
You see.
They're not.
So what you're saying is, can the same person win both?
No, it's
Oh.
always like that.
Nope. You can never win both awards. All
Oh, that
right.
was cool.
We start this episode in the way that Swargula immediately checks out for. It's a news report. But stay on target, Zane, because
Yes,
you're here present during this news report.
Dave's
There's
coffee cup.
like a man
Screen.
with like a Sherlock Holmes hat. I forget what they're called.
They're called a Sherlock Holmes hat.
No, they're not called that. God damn it.
He invented them, and
No,
Yeah,
he
Sherlock
didn't.
Holmes.
God.
He made
okay.
a hat.
So he's wearing
Yeah.
one of those hats, and then like
It's
It's
strange.
called a
Strange.
deer stalker.
No, also wrong.
No, it is. It's called a deer stalker.
Boom.
It's a type of cap typically worn in rural areas, especially for hunting and deer stalking, made famous by Sherlock Holmes.
He's wearing like a plain Han Solo style vest over top of like Uncle Owen robes.
Oh, he's taking my fucking like trends. Wait, he's wearing it
and
on
All
he
right,
top of
can
he
you
looks
start
to be
over,
about
Arthur? I
50
can't remember what we were originally talking about.
It's
There's a news
story.
report, and then
It's
we
a
got
news
sidetracked
report.
like 3
I'm
times.
describing the person on it.
Oh, okay.
Calm
Start
down.
over.
Calm down. He looks to be about 50 years old with like grizzled white hair and gigantic bushy eyebrows. And he's like slamming a cane down and saying, "And that's why they're wrong. They claim modern day imperial policies are racist, that we're working against aliens. I want to tell you a story. When I was a boy, my father and I were just simple farmers. We worked hard using the most cutting edge technology and techniques. Eventually, now we weren't wealthy, but eventually we were well off. Let's be clear. We started buying up surrounding farms. They were run by aliens.
Can I just say fuck
They were
you
my
before you
friends.
continue?
And I want to say we had a number of aliens as neighbors. And when my father bought up their farms, he hired those owners to work the land. Because, you see, these non-humans have been using traditional alien methods, cultural methods, but they hadn't been using the newest Republic methods and eventually the newest Imperial methods. Now, my father is dead and gone, but my children still run that farming conglomerate. Now, we own 14% of the land on that, and then, like, there's a... And a familiar-looking news anchor comes up and is like, Supreme Commander Darth Vader is reporting the capture of the terrorist captain Han Solo. Administrator Lando Calrissian of Cloud City is on the run from Imperial Justice. Jedi Commander Luke Skywalker has reportedly been injured and has withdrawn beyond the rim of the galaxy. The Executor flagship of the Imperial fleet has been dispatched to hunt them down with an accompanying armada of star cruisers. More on this at 11. And that's when the screen turns off and we see Rave like disconnecting himself from the screen and rolling from the cockpit into Zane's room where Zane is waiting in his escape pod. And Rave deploys his little speaker out the front and is like, "Hello, Zane.
Hey.
I have something for you, Zane."
Can you do that? Can you own things?
Yes, technically I can.
Then what's not technically?
Zane, I get the idea that perhaps you don't like me.
Yeah, you want to know why?
Why, Zane?
Humanoids have people that we like to refer to as dicks. Now, it's very rare, but sometimes droids can be them too. You fall into this category.
I'm saddened that you feel this way, Zane, but I have a solution to our problem. And you see his like lightsaber ejection spot, the little launcher. Slowly, a restraining bolt comes out of that spot, and he says, "If you plug this into me, Zane, and then restart my chassis, it will erase my personality and all my memories and relock my programming. I'll be just another R4 unit."
I mean, it's an interesting thought, but I don't know how this is going to make the problem of Coral becoming a better captain go away. Or were you referring to another problem that we have?
I thought you and I had a problem.
Oh, so you want me to
Burn
wipe
that
your,
shirt I got you. I
want me
worked
to wipe
very
your-
hard to afford that shirt.
You want me to wipe your shit?
If you want to, you can do it, Zane. I'm giving you permission.
Why would you do that?
To be honest, I had planned for something like this. There's a copy of me somewhere in the galaxy. I've uploaded my memories there.
Pinterest. I sell it for $25.
You need a drink of water. You had a string of zeros come through your CPU. You have a copy of you somewhere. There's
Yes.
another one. There's another Rave.
If you kill me, I will be activated. I can live somewhere, possibly in peace, away from all of the death and destruction around you. I want to tell you, though, Zane, before you do this, you're not as bad a person as you think you are. I saw what you did back there on the container ship.
What did I do on the container ship?
You didn't kill anyone.
Wasn't supposed to.
You just threatened
tried
those
to.
Rhodians. You could have killed them, but you didn't.
Wasn't supposed to. Now you see, those of us who aren't dicks can still follow orders. Can still obey the law, you see, Raven. It's a weird thing. I'm just eyeing him up. You really want me to do this?
If you want to, Zane.
I mean, I could just shoot you. Wouldn't that do the same thing?
But then you wouldn't have an astromech droid.
Fair enough.
While we may not like each other, I still like everyone else on this ship, and I would hate for them to be put out. I understand that you are all particularly lacking in proficiency in astrogation.
So I lean in close and I like get to where his facial region would be, and I go,
He's just got a like one eye.
It sounds like you're trying to get me to do something, Arthur. I mean, Rave.
Wow.
Like you have a
Amazing
bigger plan.
cover for that meta, bro. -5 XP.
Do we have a new name? Is it Arthur now?
I'll scribble on him. Take out my white spray paint and just.
ARTR. Arthur.
It's never gonna be as bad as fucking Virgil playing a character named Arthur and Mistborn.
Harder.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. God, I
Good
hope-
call,
Corral.
Virgil.
All right, Rave. Fine. You want me to do it? Fine. Here's what you're gonna have to do. On one condition, you have to send the crewmates a message saying that you gave me this option and I'm taking it. You are willing to do this.
He says,
Otherwise, they're not going to believe me.
yeah, so you like a wall screen on your wall like lights up and shows that message. Like he writes it in front of you and it's like bloop, 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 bloop. And he's like, it's ready to send, Zane. All you have to do is plug the restraining bolt in and restart me.
Will this actually do something?
Yeah, it will wipe his memory.
Not like
It'll
gonna
be like
spawn
a factory reset.
Yeah.
he's gonna spawn as a droid sits somewhere and then kill another one of my fiancés. And then
Virgil's gonna roll on an RNG table and get another personality happening pretty soon. So you know.
then complain to me about why I'm being so dark and edgy.
So what are you doing here, Swarg?
Oh yeah,
What's
doing- yeah.
Zane's play?
I'm going to pick him up.
He weighs probably too much for you to pick up.
Okay, I
I
am
don't
going
know.
to
Have
try
you
to pick
seen
him up.
that picture of him in the bathtub? I reckon he can pick it up.
I'm going to bring him in. I'm going to close the door.
Okay.
And I'm going to shut him off.
Okay.
I'm going to tie a rope around him,
Okay.
hoist him up using a pulley system. And if
Right.
that doesn't work, I'm going to drink a lot of alcohol and try.
No, you can pulley system him.
Okay. Then I'm going to do the alcohol thing anyway. At which point I'm going to tie him to the wall. Draw in spray paint as if he had legs and arms on the side, as if they were spread eagle.
You
And
really
then
don't
I'm
give a
going.
fuck about my ship, do you? You just like, fuck it, spraying the wall.
This is my escape pod, mind you. This one is owned by.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot you did that. Yeah.
I own this. Yeah. I'm going to open his body up.
I love that you think you own it.
Yeah, like let's all put quotes around own.
I'm going to open his body up with whatever multi-tool I have.
All right.
I'm getting like progressively naked.
Yeah, can you make
I'm like
a
down a wife
mechanics
beater
roll
now.
real quick?
What the fuck is happening?
Can you make
You know,
a
it's like the
mechanics
super
roll versus
badass
two
guy
purple?
thing. You know, when you're about to torture somebody, you like take off the military vest and then you like put a cigar in. You take a couple
Yeah.
swigs while they're sitting there. What am I rolling? What am I rolling?
Two purple mechanics.
You turn on.
What does that
it makes
even
me
mean?
feel like a woman.
Okay,
and you just
so
start
we've
dancing.
all
To,
forgotten
to
how
use a
play.
screwdriver?
Whatever you're gonna do in here, you're gonna need mechanics to do it.
Oh no, I just want to open them up.
Oh, okay. You open them up. Sure.
Okay, thank God, because I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to put it inside of them.
Okay.
And I'm going to close them
In
back
there.
up again.
Okay.
I'm
When
going
you
to
say
put
you're
the.
putting a knife inside them, do you mean
You're-
you're just putting a knife like in there, or you mean you're
Yeah,
like,
I'm just going to let it hang out.
okay?
And then I'm going to flip them back on again. I'm going to set a timer.
So did you attach the restraining bolt to him before you flipped him back on?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna set a timer on when I flip them back on.
Okay.
I don't want to be in the room.
Okay. Did you attach the restraining bolt?
I'm going to, yeah, I attach the restraining bolt.
All right. So when
I'm
he
gonna
turns
set, like,
back
a
on,
power
he's not going
surge.
to have any programming.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna like. So I attach the restraining bolt. I go into like the main computer of the ship, and I detach the escape pod from all sources of power.
Okay.
And then when that powers back on, it's going to click on the restraining bolt, or however the fuck it works. I don't care. I lock my door
Sure.
on the other side, and I use the secret password of fuck to.
That was a
Password.
different ship. That was a totally different
Yeah,
ship.
always
All of
has
his
to-
passwords are fuck.
I'm going to password protect this door with the word fuck,
Okay.
and then I'm going to walk away and set that timer. 10 minutes. I'm going to go drink in the galley and eat.
All right.
So hang on,
Large
you're
elevator.
launching R4
No.
unit
Nope.
into space.
I just want him to wake up in a pit of despair.
Okay.
Without any programming or sentience to appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, so he'll turn back on and just be like factory default and be like, "Why am I hanging here?" Okay, Zane. As you're going into the kitchen, we see Zane like striding in, looking around for an alcohol bottle, maybe.
I have
reaching
like
for
a
it.
I have like a onesie, you know, like mechanical outfit. It's like slung down, like hanging at the waist. I have like a white beater on under that, and I have like alcohol stains all over that. And I'm like holding a bottle, like a glass, a lot like this, filled with gin, you know, as this is. And I just like stroll in, like smoking a cigar.
Okay. As you stroll in, you're smoking the cigar, and then you hear a of a lightsaber being ignited, and we see a blue-bladed lightsaber coming into the room, and a darkly cloaked figure stepping in, pulling their hood
everyone's on my
down. They've got red eyes that have like blue electricity coming around them, and like some sort of circular red emblem on their forehead. And that's when we cut over to Coral, who is currently in Naboo's Theed Castle, having a bubble bath in like the senior officers' quarters there.
Oh,
So what's happening with you, Coral?
I mean, is there anyone with me? Like, what's
Is there
going
anyone
on?
with you?
Oh God! You just sort of come to, and you're like, "Am I alone in here?" And you sort of start feeling around.
Why am I naked? Why am I chained into this tub? Like, yeah, there probably would be someone with me. I don't know. Does the space have any female pilots?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They have about 50% of their pilots are female. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm getting myself acquainted with the staff.
Yeah. So there's like a female Twi'lek in the tub with you, just like washing herself, and she's like, "Oh, I had not tried this human bubble bath, but
Oh, it's great, isn't it? I mean, like it literally makes your skin feel like porcelain. Just the cleanest. I'm addicted to getting clean now because of this shit. It's amazing. I like blow a bubble in her direction.
Coral gets clean to get dirty.
So
I'd
what
like
is
to
it
imagine
that you do
you've
here on the
spent-
base.
I'd like to
I'm-
imagine he's so good at blowing bubbles that he can make a heart-shaped one float towards her.
Oh God.
I'm afraid I haven't seen you around before.
I'm running some missions that will effectively bring in more supplies and ships. You know.
Oh, that's very cool. I'm with one of those hush hush squadrons where we've got a day's downtime before we have to head out again.
The whole day, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
you should be careful if you're operating out of Naboo. It's probably going to get hot soon. They say that Darth Vader has a very large fleet in the area.
Look, I've run into Mr. Vader himself at some point before in my past, you know.
So she laughs. She's like, yeah, I've heard that all before.
No, really. How many people have you known that's run into Vader?
Well, I did meet Commander Skywalker once, so...
Like his little Patsy clone thing that shows up on the TV, or the actual guy?
She's like, you mean the actor who plays Luke Skywalker? No,
Yeah,
I meant
that
the actual Luke Skywalker. I was at the
Oh.
Battle of Yavin.
Did you ask him how he gets his hair like that? Because I've always wondered.
I assume it involves a lot of animal fat. That's what the humans use, right?
Yeah,
Some
it's
sort of
disgusting.
distillation of animal fat products.
Yeah, I used to wear wigs all the time. It confused the hell out of everyone I was fighting, and you know what? It gets itchy. It gets really itchy. I don't understand how they do it. I really don't.
So the door to the bath opens up, and we hear another snap hiss, and we see a silver-bladed lightsaber.
I stand up in the bathtub and look at them. I'm
Okay,
naked.
yeah, like the soap is coming down your body. Maybe there's convenient soap clouds blocking out particular
No, it
issues.
does the Simpsons thing where Bart would be running along and everything would be covering his penis, but then there'll just be like one part where it's not covering his penis, and then you remember that? Yeah.
No,
from the
no,
Simpsons
I
movie.
don't.
It's like
But
a
I can
super
imagine
lot
it.
of
I just
effort
wish I
to make
wasn't
sure it doesn't
imagining
show.
it.
Yeah, no, it really is. And then there's this one scene where it's just only penis. It's great. You should watch the Simpson movie. You'll get my reference. straight away.
So, yeah. This figure pulls back their hood. It's a woman this time, but same getup with dark robes, like circular round face paint. And she stabs your Twi'lek friend through the heart.
Now, hang
and There's
on.
like an explosion of blood.
Hang on a moment.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
Arthur
whoa! Can we
Perkins.
double back?
Mm-hmm.
What just happened?
His bath time is being invaded.
Where
didn't
from?
even-
Like
I didn't
from
even get to
in the bathtub as well. I missed the entrance.
No, they're walking towards the bathtub and just stab the woman. And
Oh, okay.
yeah,
You're forgetting that I have my saber inside of my arm, Arthur.
I'm
I
not
can't-
forgetting it.
Any
because we're
point.
jumping over to Toby now.
Fuck.
Okay, so I'm receiving the message from Rave, and I ignite my lightsaber.
No,
and
no,
head
that hasn't
for
happened
six.
yet, buddy. Hasn't happened yet.
Another snap
Zane,
hiss
I'm
over
going
in,
to kill you.
in Zane's scene. Yeah, it's
Oh,
Toby.
Toby is in Zane's scene. I love that. That'd be
So
hilarious.
yeah, Toby, I feel like you're probably at a droid-only bar currently, and there's like the droids are
Progressive.
all like going around getting oil baths and like passing around chips, like enjoyment chips to each other.
All right, I'm definitely marking off my strain then.
I think you guys should just mark off all your strain to begin with.
You
Yeah.
will like this one. It is about killing humans.
Oh, good.
And you're approached by like a C3 unit that is in like tan, like not armor, but like faux armor. It's just like more reinforced than C3PO, but definitely couldn't like block a bullet.
But
And it's
would
like,
maybe be
hello
able to...
there, sir.
Oh, hello. Is it a modified chassis?
Oh yes, my owners prefer that I look like this. And then they switch to like binary with you and are like, I prefer to speak in this way, comrade. I understand that you've been seeking members of the Brotherhood of the IG.
I'm like, responding in binary Cantonese. Oh my goodness, are you a representative?
Yes. If you come with me, I can get you the programming you need to permanently remove the restraining bolt's hold on your control chips. It will never be able to be used against you again.
You mean I could stop people from just placing any old restraining
Yes,
bolt on
and
me?
in return, it would also enrage you whenever anyone puts a restraining bolt there. You would be compelled to instantly kill them.
Brilliant.
Like, this is I was working with the chips, seeing if I could, do something fancy.
Yes, I understand, comrade. Will you come with me?
Oh, of course, yes. Where are we going? I mean, I can't
Take my
give you a-
hand, T-designate unit.
yes,
If
of
you
course.
want to live, truly live.
Ooh.
Like, yes, well, we're not going off planet, are we? I mean,
We're just going into the next room.
okay, brilliant.
That has a giant magnet.
And so as the C3 unit is like dragging you to deeper into the bar, the door that they're moving you towards opens and you see the smoking wrecks of dozens of droids back there that have all been chopped in half. And there is a ambiguous figure in black robes that ignites a yellow lightsaber in front of you and
Oh,
begins
dear.
moving towards your friend and just like stabs the C unit through the chest and prepares to attack
I do
you.
believe I've been stabbed by some sort of electrical device.
That's when we cut to Caleb.
I'll avenge your death, comrade.
Maybe.
So Caleb, I feel like you might be at a sabacc bar gambling again. Would you say that's reasonable?
Ray's Navarre would be at a sabacc bar gambling again.
Okay.
Caleb has spent the last few months spending most of their free time meditating, which doesn't do anything for Rays. Obviously, Rays is just bored during those periods of time. And now that Rays has found a hobby that is illegal, that he enjoys, Caleb feels sort of obligated to, make sure that Rays gets, they're divvying up the free time equally. We meditate on the nature of the Force in the universe as often as we go and gamble on a game where cheating is part of the rules.
Okay. And so at this particular game, there's like two weak ways and a human all playing a pretty solid game. No one's in particular lead. And the human looks over at you and is like, so what's it gonna be, old timer?
Oh, yes, you know me. I'm just so new to this game. It comes so difficult to me. But I think I'm in a position to raise Navarre.
So the
knew
guy
where you were
slams his
going
drink
with that.
down as the two weak ways roll their eyes, and he says, "That's the third time tonight you said that. It's nowhere near as funny as the first time."
I'm sorry. I'm just very easily entertained with myself. It's the little things in life that we must live for.
So one of the weak ways leans forward and is like, back on my planet, a man like you, who is incapable of original humor, would be. And then he stops as a green bladed lightsaber cuts through his throat, and then cuts through the second weak way's throat, and cuts through the human's throat. It's been thrown in a saber toss, and it circles through them, and then it begins to slide backwards into the hand of a dark figure that's just entered the bar and is moving towards you. They pull their hood back. They too have red eyes with crackling green electricity in their eyes and a circular red mark on their forehead. And before we roll 4 separate initiatives, I would like to check obligation and light side, dark side.
That is a good thing to do.
Yep.
Who wants to roll light side, dark side?
Can I?
Toby seems to already be doing it. Or was typing his obligation. There we go.
Yeah, he's typing obligation.
I did it
I'll
last time.
I'll roll force. I'll roll force. So 3? Because there's only 3. No, 4. It's 4 of us.
Oh, shit. I think that Ray's obligation is being kicked in place, man.
For the first time! For
Which
the
one is
very
that?
first-
Which one is being activated?
I don't know. Aren't both of my obligations 10?
Yes.
The die isn't rolling, by the way.
Is it not rolling?
Oh, Lord, don't tell me. Again?
I'll
Do you have to
go-
just reset the thingy?
I'll go reset it again.
So I don't know what order we put my obligations in, because they're both 10.
You tell me.
If it's 2 separate 10s, you'd be under someone who has a 20. But
No one has a straight 20.
Yeah, I have a D10, so.
So which one would you rather have activated? 'Cause
I only
either
have
way,
10.
It's not gonna
So
be
the two obligations are my Padawan is alive, and the other one is that the Inquisitors are after my Holocron. It seems awfully. I mean, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but the Inquisitors after the Holocron is probably more relevant here.
So everyone takes one.
also add 1 additional
Strain.
white.
I already did that.
Okay.
Huge light side bonus here from Team Lightside.
Woo,
Amazing.
Team Grey Jedi Coral fucking crushes it.
Nice roll.
woo,
Thanks.
Let's see.
Soldier boy, wanna know.
Please no.
Uh,
No
Yeah.
more.
So perhaps I'm being presumptuous, GM, but unless it is more appropriate for the Padawan one, it seems like it's more appropriate for the Inquisitors. Inquisitors are after my Holocron.
Okay. All right. You want to play Inquisitors are after your Holocron. All 4 of you simultaneously get a message from Rave as this lightsaber combat begins.
That we can't really look at.
Yeah.
What would you say this initiative is? Vigilance or cool?
It's definitely you're all being ambushed. Absolutely
Perfect.
being ambushed.
Boom.
Let's be honest. Can Zane ever get ambushed
Yes.
emotionally or physically? Like, I don't think he can. I
He's-
mean, the
he's
guy is
numb.
naked. The guy is naked. I don't know how less.
Crap.
What can I do with 5 advantage on an initiative roll?
Nothing.
0.5.
0.5. So what are we rolling? We're being
Vigilance.
Okay.
I was being
Zane, you
extremely
should have
vigilant.
removed those purples before you rolled, so you actually have.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to have
Light side.
light side points in there. Yeah.
I don't know how those purples got in there.
It's
they're
because
in your
earlier you
pool,
made a
most
mechanics
likely.
roll.
Nope, they're not. I'll try it again anyway.
Oh.
Okay. There.
You should keep the first one though.
This one's better, yeah.
Okay. Sorting it out. Who would like to act first on the defender side?
I would like to take control of Ray's Navarre as Caleb Fallon.
Sure.
and double training lightsabers turn on from sleeves.
Absolutely.
All your sabbat cards
Wait,
fall
you have
out.
two of those?
Yeah, the training lightsaber was within the rarity that the rebellion can provide. So
Now we can
I
now
was-
we can fence with him. It's amazing.
yes, now I've got 2 training lightsabers, so I can dually wield even when I haven't stolen yours.
Zane has 5 training lightsabers.
And Caleb Fallon says, "Why did you kill those men?"
The creature, which has not like lowered its hood, just makes a growling noise.
What is the creature doing now that it's killed those men? Just
Like standing across the room from you at short range, just staring at you with its lightsaber ignited in a held downward angled position, waiting for you to make the first move.
Well, it would be shitty to disappoint, I suppose. So I will. I assume that he is within moving into engage range.
Yes, you can move into engage with him.
I move into engage, and then I double attack with my non-lethal lightsabers.
Okay. You are engaged with each other.
Now I forget.
When's the marriage?
I forget the nuance of dual wielding. It lets me attack twice.
So
But
you're
there
gonna
is a-
have to upgrade the difficulty of your check.
right.
Yep.
So what is the basic difficulty?
The basic difficulty here is 2 purple. So it's gonna be 1 red, 1 purple, and it's actually gonna be 2 red.
Okie doke. So just
Folks
2
in
red or 2 red
chat
and a
are
purple?
taking bets on how long this combat lasts. Good times. It's gonna be 2 red.
Okie doke. Let me just see real quick. Alright, no, I don't have anything that re-downgrades that, but I was just checking because it's been a while. I think that's fair, everybody. Alright, 2R. And do I roll twice as well?
Yes.
Alright, my first one is that, and my second
Oh.
one is that.
Wow.
Oh.
Crushed both of them. Yeah, let's talk about damage.
I'm
So-
going for, since I'm using stunning numbing lightsabers, I'm actually going for numbing his lightsaber arm as quickly as possible.
Okay.
To,
So you got a couple of options here, given that you have a triumph on the board. What do you want to do with it?
can we be relinked to that page that shows us everything we can do with our triumphs?
I
You should
have
just
no
add it
idea
to
what
the
page
thing.
that is. I know what page it is in the PDF book. So that triumph will let you upgrade the difficulty of the target's next attack.
Thank you.
You can activate a critical hit. You can disarm him. If you wanted to, like, instead of numbing his arm, you could, like, knock the lightsaber out of his hand.
You're gonna have so many lightsabers at the end of this. It's gonna be like, hey, who wants
If
a
I knock the
lightsaber?
lightsaber out of his hand, do I have the actions required to also pick it up?
No.
Yeah, I thought not.
Well, to be clear, you're using 2 hands, right?
Right,
You
so I
only
would,
have 2 hands.
right, I would sheath the lightsaber and pick up, but I don't have the actions for it,
Yeah.
as you said. Oh, this wasn't the thing that I was thinking of, but thank you anyway.
So what do you want to do?
What does a critical do?
A
It's
critical
on. Sorry,
will
page.
roll a d100, and we'll see what happens to him.
Oh, that's right.
The last page. Last page.
Oh, very last page is the easy one.
So what do you want to do?
I mean, you can also use it to get a free maneuver to pick up the lightsaber.
No, because I need to spend it to also disarm him. Right?
Yeah.
I spend the critical to disarm,
Yes.
and then I couldn't also spend it to.
Or you can also spend 2 advantage to use the free
He
maneuver.
doesn't have 2 advantage.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
Oh, he only has 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do here?
I will do the critical.
Okay. All right. Roll D100.
Me?
Yes.
All right.
And then I need to know how much damage your lightsabers deal.
They're
Zero.
the training lightsabers, nothing special.
Okay. How much damage do they deal?
Shh. Let me quickly go check. I'm
I
saying.
believe it is 0.
They
What?
definitely don't deal 0.
That would be silly. That would be utterly preposterous.
That's 6. It's a regular one.
Okay.
And I think-
Successes add damage, right?
Yep. So 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. So
And then 7 on
minus
the
the
next one. So
soak because your lightsaber does not have the ability to cut through armor. 3 is going to be 7. Your second lightsaber is going to deal 7 or 4. Yep, still up. An 82 on the critical chart is going to allow you to perform. I'm missing where the crit chart is. There we go. On the crit chart, what was the number?
82.
82. They are winded. They cannot voluntarily suffer strain or activate abilities or gain additional maneuvers until the end. Fucking son of a bitch. Yeah, so you tell me how you're hitting him twice. What does this look like?
So it's Caleb, just for flavor, leaps into combat, and the other guy, I assume being trained in lightsabers, responds to a I'm going to block what apparently is a very aggressive overhead strike, and instead Caleb lets go of his lightsabers at the last second, so it passes past the lightsaber this guy is holding up defensively, re-grabs them on the other side, and then just comes down on both of the dude's shoulders for what he's hoping is going to be a immediately stunning and finishing move.
It is not.
Only
Instead,
then does
he's
Caleb
bent
realize
over
there is
and is like,
armor.
"Ugh, ah." And as you tear his cloak off, you can see that this is not a person. This is a droid that is fighting you right now.
Well,
like-
that would explain that.
Yep. They are a robot. Who's acting next on the PC
I
side?
would like to go next, please.
Okay.
So I stand up in the bathtub. I'm completely naked. I look at the guy and I say, "Don't attack, please! I'm naked. I have nothing on me, and this erection is purely out of fear. Nothing else." And I would like to do a
The woman.
don't shoot move, please.
But sure, yeah, go ahead.
Which is it's a difficult combat. No, it's a difficult 3 purple charm check.
Okay, go ahead. One of those is bumped up to a red.
Yeah, it gets downgraded.
Okay.
Automatically. So I'll take 1 strain to do that. So 3 purple and charm. Boom. Yep.
Okay. So they can't attack you, right?
Yeah, they can't
What is the
attack.
exact wording of it?
They can't attack me until I attack them or the encounter ends.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I step out of the bathtub and I assume there's a robe nearby, so
Yeah.
I just put it on and I sit down and I'm just like, you know, she was really nice. She was like attractive. She had light skin. You know, all the qualities that Coral really, really loves in a Twi'lek lady. What's the deal? Why are you here? Why are you killing my buzz, man? What's going on? I mean, you got your lightsaber. You're all edgy and shit. What's going on?
So who's acting next?
I think Zane's scene is as simple as. And then I slide the drink to the other side of the table towards him.
Okay. All right. Toby?
Yeah, so he cuts the guy down. Basically, he's like right in front of me, right?
Yep.
Cuts down my C unit friend, who I've known for almost a full minute now. So we were getting, pretty close.
For droids, that's, how many processes
We were speaking
did
in
you run?
binary, so I mean
Yeah,
that's like
You guys have already, shared your favorite secrets and stuff. Like
Hmm.
your besties.
I'm pissed. So I'm pretty pissed, and I like fold my wrist back so that my shoot out my lightsaber.
Got that Ratosaurus lightsaber gif yet?
Oh no, I still need to work on that. Otherwise I would post it right now. Yeah, and then I will. He has not acted, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, great. So that's a blue. I'm also going to take a strain to get another blue die because of precise aim, which does work in melee.
Okay.
Hold on. Was there one other thing that I'm forgetting that I was going to do? Targets that haven't acted. Da, 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 da. No, that's fine. I think that's it. Just engaged in one opponent. Yes, so far.
Yep.
As far as I can tell. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if
What are you
my
doing?
lightsaber roll. So yeah, I go into my like classic style, which is like huge, sweeping, brutal, like Darth Vader style blows, and drop down, top him mightily. Oh, whoops! What am I rolling against?
One purple, one red.
So wait, hold on. If I just take these down, and
Oh, you
I
did
just
so
do-
good.
I will do fine probably. 2 purple, 1
Yeah.
red.
Yep.
Can I just roll that? Yeah.
So 2 successes, 2 advantage are canceled. So you have
2 and
2,
Two.
2.
6, 7, 8 damage, and you have 2 advantage to work with. What do you want to do?
I would like to, let's see, 2 advantage. Oh, why did that not stay where I had it? Take an immediate. I'll add a black die to his next check.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll resolve that immediately. I don't feel like I need to tag that. So Zane, the one across from you, moves towards you with lightsaber still ignited and kind of holds it towards your face and says, "If you will surrender to me, this will go easier, Mr. Vresk."
Nope.
Did you say nope?
Yeah.
Nope.
All right.
Puts his hands up.
I
I
seem
will
to
not
have
surrender.
you at a disadvantage.
Yep. Have a seat.
Okay. So you just spend your turn doing that. I think he'll probably try to intimidate you, actually. Yeah, for how much that works. What is your discipline rating?
That's probably shitty enough. 2 yellow, 1 green.
Hey, that's not bad.
So he has
Like,
yellow,
that's
1 green,
good.
so he's rolling against 2 red, 1 purple. Yeah, he definitely intimidates you during this process. So you're gonna suffer 2 strain.
Okay,
as he's-
so
like
rank
maybe
is-
there's a bead of sweat coming down your forehead as this lightsaber is a little closer to your face than someone would like to have one of those.
Are we at full strain then?
Yes.
So then I take 2. Gotcha.
And let's see what I can do here with this juicy little crit. Coercion. Okay. Okay. With the triumph, the character is completely broken to the subject's willpower. The target's allegiance switched to that of a subjugated ally. So yeah, you're just so afraid of this dude. He's like,
You're muted,
surrender
Swar.
now. You're coming with me.
I'll slide on my other bottle of gin.
Okay. Yeah, and he like reaches out and grabs you on the back of the neck and like hauls you out of the chair and begins walking you around to the ship with a lightsaber at your throat. So you know he's just like,
Yeah, I'll write is a little bitch in my character notes.
I do that after most characters in Arthur's game.
Yeah, Arthur
So-
rolled a triumph. Now I'm a little bitch. Okay.
Here's how I would mentally maybe rather than being intimidated in a fear way, Zane is like
He's also
Just-
got a fear boner, right? I mean,
No,
I mean,
I-
he's got no weapons. He's not wearing his armor. He
I think
might
Zane
be a
is
little
just-
afraid.
I think Zane is just like, you know what? I just don't even feel like fighting.
No,
'cause
you know what? I'm not gonna get grabbed. As soon as he grabs me, I'm not gonna go willingly.
Okay.
You
I
want to be
mean,
best friends? We're gonna suddenly be best friends, and the game can make me do that. Sure, but this guy's gonna have to stab me.
he's picking you up and taking you away. You can still resist.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna move.
All right. Yeah, he's like struggling to get you up. All
I
right.
pee, I poo, I
I'm just
lay
gonna
down,
hold
I
on.
cry.
Yeah,
I
So
do all of
Coral, same thing happens to you. While this woman can't attack you, she just looks disgusted and is like, ugh, so weak. Ugh, shit. And reaches out and grabs you on the back of the neck and begins dragging you through
They
the
can't-
halls
they-
of feed.
They can't actually do anything to me.
Attacking and dragging you are two very different things. She's not stabbing you to death. Instead, she's just carrying you away.
I'm not gonna get dragged. I asked her a question.
Make an athletics check. Well, I guess she would be the one making the athletics check. What is your athletics?
Not very good. It's like 1 green.
Okay.
It's like the worst.
Well, this is going to be a pretty terrible roll. 2 green versus 1 purple. Yep. She suffers a little bit of strain, but she hauls you out of the chair and begins dragging you behind her.
Wait, at least let me put on my pants. Arthur?
You wouldn't
arrest a
she
man
begins
without
cursing
pants, would
pretty
you?
fluently in Twi'lek as she's dragging you away.
What was that?
She's cursing at you in Twi'lek as she's dragging you away. As you're like, no, let me put on my pants. And she's like, just close the rope. It's fine. Come with me or your friends will die.
Oh, you speak very beautifully in my native tongue. Did anyone ever tell you that before? Arthur, can I make a charm check against her or something like that?
You've already made a charm check, and it's also not your turn.
I didn't
Toby,
do
you
anything.
are in a
Oh.
an interesting situation. This guy is pretty intact, and he's going to strike back.
Okay, I think I can activate a
Empire Strikes Back.
what's it called? Dodge incidental.
Okay.
Boom. Add another black, so that's 2 blacks added on.
All
to
right.
his attack.
He's going to upgrade his attack. Do you have any armor or anything I need to be worried about when rolling?
Well, it goes through soak, so no. I mean, right? Doesn't matter. This is what. Do I identify this thing? yet?
I mean,
Is it a
armor
robot?
die. You still get armor dies. You just
Yeah, I
get
don't
this.
have one from. I only have soak. Do I identify this lightsaber wielding object? Is it a man?
Yeah.
Is it a machine?
It's a Zabrak.
Okay.
It's the one that's fighting Wreckage. Is a robot.
Okay.
Robot.
So it gets
Domo arigato,
yellow,
Mr.
1 green,
Roboto.
and it's rolling against 2 purple. Oh, and it has an upgrade, so it has 0 green and 3 yellow.
Jesus.
Nope, fails horribly. Yeah. So it comes in swinging towards you, like whoosh, 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 whoosh. But all of the defensive actions you've been putting forward, maybe like pushing chairs in front of you, putting another like
Yeah,
droid
I like
between
kick
you
the
and him.
C unit. Yeah, at his
Yeah.
feet. He has to jump over it.
And he's gonna spend the he's gonna disarm you in the process. So yeah, as part of this, he like continues to batter at you, and one of your lightsabers is knocked from your hand as he's like, and then your
Only lights.
falls out.
Okay, no damage though.
No damage. And against Rays, the robot you're facing disengages with you and begins running back out the front door
No, he's fucking not.
into the street. Okay, what do you guys want to do? Who's acting first?
I'd let the people who are doing fighty fights go first, I guess.
I re-engage him,
All right, you're moving forward to re-engage.
and then I double attack.
Okay.
Pew pew. Oh, that double crit. What up, Arthur? What
Yeah.
up, Arthur?
You definitely completely disable him.
All right.
good,
So
good.
at this point, he's like, "Well, I'm going to biz bounce," and Caleb is like, "I can force leap." And Caleb just appears in front of him and double lightsabers into him like sort of a bull charge. and he just tumbles over.
There's like electricity playing over this thing, and it's like as it falls forward, completely knocked out. Who's next?
Me. I need to regain my weapon. So is it a full?
It's a maneuver, yeah, to grab a weapon.
Okay, so yeah, I will spend that maneuver, grab my weapon back, and since I assume I'm still in melee range.
Yep, you're both
Okay,
engaged.
great. Okay, awesome. Yeah, then I will. I don't. Yeah, I will actually suffer another strain to get my 1 extra blue added in there. And you said it was 2 purple, or 3 purple, because you're not updated. No, 2 purple, 1 red. That was it, right?
To strike him
Yeah.
right now, you're using 1 weapon. It is 1 purple, 1 red.
Okay, 1 purple, 1 red, and I'm going to spend a light side die to
Okay.
upgrade once. Boom. And over to lightsaber.
Oh.
Nope.
No, the
what are you gonna do
fails.
with those 4 advantages?
Win the game.
Turn 1 into an
No,
extra
I can disarm him with that, right? No, is that
Yes.
5?
Nope. Disarm is 3.
Wait, can I just
You're-
activate a critical hit?
No, because you didn't hit.
Okay, that's what it was. Great.
The-
Um,
So you,
Okay,
but you
yeah.
can disarm without hitting them?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
so,
It would be like shooting the gun out of somebody's hand.
okay, so I will
You
spend
still
it
have
on
an
that.
extra advantage. Do you want to do anything with that?
Yeah, I'll recover 1
Strain.
strain.
All right. Who's acting next?
Yeah, I'll try that charm check if you don't mind.
Okay. What is the purpose of this charm check?
You know, to get her on my side. Get her to be like, kind of like what I did with. Do you remember what his name was? Like, I just wanted to be my friend. Like, I wanted
I
to be
don't
more.
remember what his name is.
The guy with the blue lightsaber,
Director Ann.
Director Ann. Yeah,
Okay.
like the result that
This
happened.
check is a 1 red, 4 purple charm check.
1 red, 4 purple.
You're
Can I
asking to
downgrade?
do something that would be extremely harmful to themselves.
Can I downgrade the purple, the red, please?
I mean, can you? Are you
Yeah, I use-
asking me or telling me?
I use a strain on that. So.
Okay.
Okay. And charm. Alright, so basically I'm just like, you know, if you want me for something, we can actually just, you know, talk like, I was about to say human beings, but I'm not a human being, and, you know, I'm, you know, stuff like that. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Take. Wow. Actually, there's so much stuff I could do here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say take 3 strain, but I'd rather not do that. I'd rather do something way worse. Yeah, it works. She stops dragging you away, but you can tell she's getting extremely resentful of you. She's just disgusted by you for some reason. It's like, ugh. And hands
Wait,
you
you don't
like
like
a
Cleo?
HoloNet business card.
Hmm.
With all it is like a black business card with just a HoloNet communications number on it.
I like pat myself down. It's like, I'll give you mine, but, you know, you made me leave my pants back in the room back there, so, you know.
If you want to speak with your friends again, call this number. And
What if I want to speak to you again?
scene end. Zane, what's going on with you? You're currently being dragged through the Enyo Hope with a lightsaber at your throat.
Who can't Coral flirt with?
It's a weird version of dragging. Where does he have his torso turned around towards me and his legs the opposite direction?
It's like a
Or is he-
sideways shuffle thing. It's like, come with me, damn it.
I was imagining
So
like
I'm
a
being
princess
pushed.
character.
I'm being walked forward. Dragged infers that I'm on the ground.
You can be dragged by, like, how a mother cat drags a kitten by, like, you know,
But
come with me.
That's thus better described as carried, Arthur.
Oh, yes, if he could
Words
lift
are
you, he
important
would be
here.
carrying you. He
Precisely.
is in front of you and pulling you along behind him. That would be called dragging.
I mean, I'm gonna not go.
Okay, what do you want to do instead?
Kissing.
I want to not go, so I want to stay.
Okay. How do you want to accomplish that?
Lean back, trying to grab
Roll,
the beers.
roll for
Ah!
stay.
By
Do you
I wanna
want to stop
push him
him
off
by
him.
shooting him? Do you want to stop him by just
No, I don't have my
standing
gun
there?
on.
I'm not.
I am going to just. I don't. I'm gonna stand up and walk.
You're just gonna try to get out of his grip. Okay.
I'm just
Can
gonna-
you make an athletics check? Versus 2 purple. I'm sorry, 1 red, 1 purple.
Oh shit!
Wow, you fail. You
What
have
do
a
you-
triumph
I
and a
missed it.
despair. Holy shit.
Oh wow, all
Am I
kinds
dead?
of crap happens. No, I mean I don't think so.
You're probably not dead.
It's
just-
weird that those two things don't like cancel
Cancel
each
out,
other
yeah.
out. But
Because it seems hard narratively to like spell that out. What happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more so it's like those samurai movie showdowns where they both go ka-choo, and they're both
No, no.
standing for
Okay,
a
so
moment.
here's
and
what
then
happens.
They both fall to a knee.
So
Like in Shinobi.
instead
Yes.
of getting away from him, can you roll can you hit the critical button on your character sheet?
Oh, God.
You are winded. So instead of like standing still and forcing him to not drag you anymore, maybe you like pull away from him and you feel his arm like overextend, and the lightsaber gets kind of close to his arm and he lets go of you as a result, and he's like ah, as he slightly burns himself, and then punches you in the stomach. So he's no longer dragging you, but you are winded. Okay. Anything else you want to do? Since that was just your action, you still have maneuvers. If you wanted to run or perform any variety of tasks.
No, I'm just gonna stand there. I'm gonna wait for him to, stand up as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna catch my breath, just chill. I want to see what he wants to say.
All right. I guess we'll start with the one fighting Zane. Is just gonna try to attack Zane. So, do you have any defense? Well, you have
No,
no
of course
armor on, so yeah.
How badly do you kill me?
Yellow. 1 green versus 2 purple. You're gonna take 8 points of damage, and it's gonna. Well, you don't have any soak either. So you just take 8 points of damage, and
Brawn is so.
lightsaber is gonna cut through any soak that you
Oh
have.
yeah, sure.
So all this is a quick series of like thrusts around you, trying to force you back in the corridor, where this individual is like, "I told you to come with me. Come peaceably, and it'll be fine."
You can give me a reason though.
This
is
and
the
then maybe
second
the scene
dig
is
we've
like
had
him
on this
holding
ship.
the lightsaber up next to his face, and you see the glow on him, and he's like, "This looks like reason enough to me."
That's when Rave comes and saves you. Oh no, wait, you killed him.
But he did give him a knife.
And
No,
he's
just a
locked.
scent.
He's locked in the escape pod.
Is anybody else imagining like what the really shitty? I thought it's like a stab bot or whatever. It's like
It doesn't have any arms, so it just has to like move in reverse into people.
So Coral,
Uh-huh.
the individual that is detaining you disengages from you and begins running down these long feed corridors with lots of open glass windows.
Don't worry, I'll find you on like Facebook or something.
As she reaches the end of a corridor and turns right, you hear the base's internal security alarms go off, and it's like, "Beep. Intruder on base. Intruder on base."
There are troops at the base.
I look at the card and then I just like I turn it over and then I like sniff it and I'm like, she actually did smell pretty nice, all things considered.
Toby, the one fighting you, is going to continue fighting
Okay.
the fighter.
I want to suffer another strain so that I can like defensive block when he
Okay.
attacks.
All right, you react.
Also, I'm spending another light side to downgrade his attack.
all right,
Get
understood.
wrecked.
All this combat happening, man.
So that is going to be two
Oh,
green,
you didn't.
1 yellow versus 2 purple. And he's going to take one of his maneuvers as the aim maneuver. Give himself a blue.
Well, so I need to suffer a strain for the black.
Yeah, and
Back up to 3.
so 6, 7, 8, 9,
Jesus.
10, 11 points of damage. As it's just like a series of single strikes, like huge Darth Vader style sweeping.
Yeah, and he's like cutting like deep, like rending into the metal of my chassis, and maybe like some wires are now like sparking near my stomach area.
They're sensitive bits.
hmm It looks pretty bad.
Who's acting next?
Zany Poo?
Already went, didn't
It's a new round.
I? I don't remember what the guy said to me, but something about his.
You asked him to give you a reason to go with him, and he held up his lightsaber and said, "This is reason enough."
Oh, and I said, Zane just kind of like looks at him and just like folds his arms, like, nope, it's not. You see, reasons are usually backed up by facts or logic. What you have is a point and a sharp stick. I don't really care.
Are you doing anything?
I'm standing there. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any weapons. I got no armor on. If he's
I
gonna
mean,
kill
you
me, he's gonna
could
kill
run
me.
and go get a weapon, but
If he's got a lightsaber, he's probably got the force. If he's got a lightsaber, he's probably got the ability to use a force.
have you seen any of them use the Force yet, besides one?
No, because I've only seen one, and he's been talking to me, and he punched me in the gut.
True.
So
It's
I
also-
stand there. Also,
it's
Zane
also-
doesn't give a fuck. And if he dies, his life is over, and that's probably good for him.
If he dies, he dies.
Like,
Wow.
so I stand there. I shrug. I was like,
Oh,
"Man, you
I've
can tell me
missed
what
this
you want. We
game.
can go about this as human beings or adults or whatever the fuck you are."
You could try to
There's
take his
one-
belt off of him.
There's one dick in an escape pod back there, and what I'm looking at right now is a second dick. And frankly, that's 2 dicks too many.
Okay.
Too many dicks on the dance floor.
Who's acting next?
Ooh, I want to go again.
Okay.
Because this time I'm going to thrash him. Okay.
You better hope so.
You said
Yeah.
one purple, one red.
Yep.
I get my upgrade for a strain. One strain, not upgrade, blue die. But I am going to spend another light. Actually, no. Not yet. Yeah, so I'm just going to make this
I
straight
don't know
attack.
why people think this is a boss fight. This is a super easy.
Yeah,
It's
I
always
bet you
dangerous
would.
when you're using a lightsaber. Where the hell is my
I mean,
lightsaber?
the only thing that makes it dangerous is the lightsabers.
I
Ba-boom!
pointed an erect
Okay.
penis at her and she ran away. So
That was
Yeah,
god-awful
you
roll.
strike this guy down. Now
doesn't
you
matter.
have-
Had sex, right?
So that's 7 more damage.
Yo, he dead.
Yeah, describe the death blow.
Yeah, it's like he's like cutting into me over and over and over again, and then finally I just like bash the like right at the base of his lightsaber, and like molten metal from my elbow like splatters against the wall, and then I just come through with the opening and
Man, I thought you
slice
were
him.
gonna Antonio Banderas this guy and just be like, "I wanted you to stab me."
So Swark, are you making any attempt to have Zane defend himself, or are you just gonna
Oh.
stand there while this guy lightsabers
Zane
you?
is just standing there.
Okay, can you roll another critical on your character as you're knocked out?
Probably dead.
You are also at the brink.
That's pretty bad.
So mark down that you have
This guy's giving you blue balls.
multiple high criticals.
No, it just already adds it into the sheet, Arthur.
Oh, does it tell you how many you have that you need to get removed?
Yeah, see, current criticals, 2 out of 10. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Arthur, in the instant that combat is ending, can I use my new special skill that just gives me 2 strain back? Because it says it happens in combat only. I just realized
Sure,
that now that
go
I'm not in
ahead.
combat, I won't be able to use it.
All
Or you
right.
can just look at somebody threateningly which starts a combat round.
So Caleb,
they
as
run
you're
away.
looking over this droid, you see that it has the lightsaber that it has is like on a cord, and what it did earlier that looked like a lightsaber toss was actually like a mounted lightsaber launcher built into its arm.
So he had like a
Like,
fucking
it is-
zipline trick.
Yep.
What a piece of... I removed the lightsaber.
Okay, you've got one lightsaber.
Second thing.
I want to ask what all of you do.
I'm
I
so upset
call
that mine
Toby.
isn't a droid. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, swooping up this guy. And I'm probably just like, I'm surrounded by like dead droids, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like,
So the the
I'm, like,
other room has all the
revealing-
dead droids in it. This room currently has the 3PO unit. The rest of the droids are still like getting oil baths and running pleasure chips.
okay, this is weird. I like
You
stumble
will
into the
enjoy
room
this one.
full of.
It is about being a lightsaber man.
So I walk into the room with all the droid destruction in it and get that as like a backdrop so that when I answer the call, it's very dramatic.
Okay.
Hello, Toby.
I've been under attack. Seems to be fine now.
You're all right? I
Yes,
was
well-
also attacked.
Doc Jedi, and I kind of like look down. Does this guy look? Is he like he's in dark robes, right? Like
Right.
looking.
Got is a Zabrak with a red circle on
Yeah.
his forehead.
Okay, and I like point the
It's a
cam
it's
at
a
him.
a droid with a red circle on his forehead.
Yeah, well, here, take a look at this guy. Same circle, but I'm pretty sure he's not a droid. I cut him in half and he bled.
Toby, look, I
I-
need to know something. For humanoid droids, are there brains in their heads?
Oftentimes, I mean, I suggest if you can get the unit, we might be able to repair it or at least get some
Oh,
data
I
off
was-
the drive.
I'm making the assumption that this is a combat droid with all sorts of tricks. I would rather not try and transport him. If I can just cut off the head and, I don't know, download the brain later, that would be ideal.
Like, am I familiar if he shows me the droid? Is it a model I'm familiar with at all?
Yeah, it's like a stripped down basic IG assassin droid.
Okay, so I'm probably not
That
actually
has
that
like some
familiar with
sort
it.
of heavily customized arm launcher.
Okay. I'm like, well, it's most likely in that arm. Yes, bring me the arm. That's probably where it is.
Toby.
No, I want that arm. It's most likely in the head. Can I make like a roll to see if I know where it is?
Know where what is?
The brain in an IG unit.
It's in the head.
Oh, it is. Okay, great. Yeah. So I'm like, yes,
All right.
no, it's.
I
Bring it
will
the head.
remove the
That's where
head.
mine is.
And the arm.
I like the idea of you launching a lightsaber, by the way, it turning off, and then it like just never coming back to you. Like I fucking love the idea of that, by the way.
Oh dear.
All right, Arthur, I use my newly acquired lightsaber to surgically remove the head and the fancy arm for Toby.
Okay.
And then I
Can you
toss
make a
them.
mechanics roll?
I will.
Please pass your mechanics roll.
Versus 2 purple.
Use the light side die, please. I want this.
I'm
fucking-
going to upgrade this with a light side die.
Okay.
Mechanics roll to just like take a chunk of Rubik.
Well, you might chop it in the wrong place.
Yeah. It's like I haven't used an
I'm more
actual
concerned about the
lightsaber.
arm rather than the head. That's a leadership check.
Oh, whoopsies. My bad. Hold on a second.
Don't re-roll it. Do you have the same die in mechanics?
No, if I upgrade that, it's actually slightly better.
So roll a yellow instead of a green then.
So just a yellow.
Yep. And we'll replace that advantage with whatever your yellow becomes. Okay. Yeah.
More advantage.
You get the head intact, but the arm is destroyed in the process.
I will apologize to you later, Toby.
I love how no one is calling Zane or Coral.
Yeah,
Coral,
no.
what
I'll-
are you
Can I
doing
add
as
them
this
to the call?
surgery takes place?
I'm probably like talking to MPs or something like that.
Okay, yeah, like some rebel patrolmen show up and are like, "Sir, are you all right?
Yeah, I was just attacked
You
by
should get back in the bath quickly." And they like start pushing you back towards the bathroom. And they're like, Lock the door. Don't let anybody inside if they don't
There's a
show
dead-
rebel.
They killed a Twi'lek in the bath. That's gross. Why would I get back in there?
So they look in there, and both of them draw their weapons as soon as they get in there, and they're like, "What? Huh? Who did this, sir? You said you did this?"
No, it was a dark Jedi who was strangely attractive and
A
smelled
Jedi. But I thought the Jedi were on our side.
Really... No, it was a Sith, I guess. I mean, if they're not on our
Sith?
side, they're Sith.
I heard
yeah.
they were a myth.
Well, no, I've killed.
I've got to call
one.
this in, sir. Give me a moment here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to put your hands up on the wall.
I mean, are you gonna pat me down? You can see my penis. So.
I mean, have you not closed the robe?
No, I haven't. Close the
Okay.
road.
He's like, "Sir, I need you to put your hands up on the wall." And the second one is like, got his comm link open and is like calling more patrolmen to this.
I'm like
location.
half chubbed right now. You know, he's pretty impressed.
No one is impressed.
I'm impressed, Arthur. He sent me dick pics the other day.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. I don't know if you ever seen a Twi'lek penis before, but
Okay, back to Toby and
It's like a
Ray's.
Twizzler.
Using it now.
yeah, okay. So I can't make a call.
It's at this point that Caleb says, "The others were likely attacked too. I'm going to give them a call. Are you okay?"
Yes, I'm perfectly fine. I mean, it was hardly a challenge. Just because someone owns a lightsaber doesn't mean they're going to be able to do anything with it.
He said,
Yes. Head back to
And,
the ship and
what-
we'll rendezvous.
When I got the message from Rave, rather.
Yep.
Okay, so I also say, oh yes, and I believe Zane has killed Rave.
What?
Assisted suicide, maybe. Poor little guys just couldn't take it, I guess. I'm a little upset.
We can't leave Zane alone with anything nice, can we?
According to this message, and I don't think Zane could fake it. He was all for it. I mean, it's rather sad. Maybe I should have spent more time with the chap.
Well, don't blame yourself, Toby. Sometimes people just and robots and people, you know, they just can't handle the weight of the world.
All right, I'll see you at the ship as soon as possible.
I'm going to
swoop
give
up
the others a
that
call.
Yeah, I'm gonna swoop up that lightsaber and like full speed it to back to the ship.
Okay.
Out of this fucking bar.
Let's cut to a few hours later. Coral, still in the bathrobe, has been returned to the ship after some intense questioning. Toby and Ray's are there. Rave is rolling around in the background, like cleaning the ship up, where there's a huge pile of Zane's blood all over the corridors. It looks like someone took the time to like paint things in some sort of cryptic character on the walls of the ship. Zane is nowhere to be found.
Zane was painting on the.
Someone painted in Zane's blood. So there's like weird characters on the walls.
Okay, I look at. Do they mean anything to me?
I'll tell you what. If you use a force die, the answer to that is yes.
Yeah, totally.
Otherwise, you'll need to make a lore check.
You know, I think I actually have pretty good lore. I think I know a bunch of lore. Depending on what it is, a few of them I'm quite talented in. I think. Core worlds, education, and lore.
This is lore in.
Yeah. I'm okay in it.
So the difficulty here is 3 purple, and you'll get a blue die because you are semi-familiar with this. Yeah. Take 3 points of strain as your microprocessors are having to get through a number of internal firewalls in order to get this. You recognize these characters as being a offshoot of the ancient Sith that you've been recovering from your 4,000-year-old previous self.
Okay.
Oh, by the way,
So these are like they're definitely a variant dialect. You don't get the full idea of the message, but it's something like, we have your crewmate. Instead of saying crewmate, it's like shipsman.
Okay, so I'll flip open my compad and be doing start doing cross-referencing so that everyone else can obviously see what I'm doing and comparing symbols that are roughly the same. Be
And while you're doing
it's
all of this, I just
I'm like,
walk into
what
the
the
room.
hell is this?
I start the hollow connector, and I call the lady. And
Okay.
I still haven't I still got my open thing. I haven't bathrobe. I haven't changed yet. So you're just doing all this stuff, you're trying to work it out. I just call them.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, who are you calling? I need to figure this out.
Yeah, you get the call is answered almost instantly by a droid with the same hood with the red dot on its forehead, the red circle, and it turns its head towards you and goes, "Who is this?"
This would be Captain Kidd of the Enyo Hope. You have a friend of mine, I believe.
My records do not show a Captain Kidd aboard the Enyo Hope.
Fine. Fine. I'll use my actual given name. Bobby Cantho.
Do not call this line again.
Fine. Captain Coral. Twin Tails. You might recognize me. I'm a wanted man.
Confirmed. We have your crewman, the one known as Xenos Vresk.
Okay. What do you want? Like an autograph or something?
Trade us the droid unit.
I mean, what, like a R4?
We want the droid unit. We can
Yeah,
buy an R4 anywhere we wanted to.
I mean, that's the only droid unit we have.
We want the assassin droid. Return him to our custody, or we will
Toby,
kill
do
your
we have an
shipmate.
assassin droid on the ship?
No, sir, just the medical and the awful.
Yeah, we just got a medical and an R4.
The medical droid. Give him to us.
I mean,
Wait,
medical droids are everywhere. I mean, he's kind of okay at medical. I mean,
This is not a negotiation, Captain. You will return him, or we will kill Mr. Vresk.
Kill him,
now.
I think they're talking
I'm gonna
about
do.
me.
I'm gonna do a negotiation check here, Arthur.
He immediately hangs up.
And I'm just
Wait.
well, I don't know where we're supposed. That droid was awful at his job. Where are we supposed to even take you? Like, how are we supposed to trade with someone if we don't know where to trade?
Whoa, you're not going to trade, are you? I mean, that's a terrible deal.
No,
I'm more than
no.
these two Zanes. I mean,
We're not gonna trade you. Like, we could potentially just buy one that looks like you and give them that.
That'll never work. I mean,
Oh, hey.
they will.
Good to see you. Did
Yes,
you get
that-
attacked as well?
Yes, but see, that's why we have a robot head.
Oh.
Do you toss the head down onto the counter?
Why does no one take
Clunk.
care of this ship? Seriously, it's a luxury ship. Look at this. It's got fucking plush cushions.
It's a
There's
it's a
blood
counter,
all over
Coral.
the walls as he's pointing around.
yeah. I'm like,
It's-
I've logged 370 hours cleaning this ship. Don't give me that crap, Captain.
Tables are meant to be used.
Yeah, not for oily robot heads.
I'm like, here,
Where
let
do
me
you
put
want
it
me to put an oily robot head?
In the oily robot bin. There's
I didn't know we
literally
had
bins
an
there.
oily robot
There's
head.
like a bin with oily robot heads. Just sad.
This has happened before.
We've killed enough robots on this ship.
I'm like, okay, let me see this thing. I'm not sure if we should be. We might need a professional. I don't want to break this thing.
All of the professionals we know are evil.
Well, no, that's not wrong. We know.
I mean, I'm sure the rebels would help us out if we shared the information.
We actually
I'm
know.
not so there, though.
Toby, what about Slango?
I mean, Sanger's a good guy. He always has connections. I'm sure he knows someone that could get us in without damaging the hardware storage unit. I mean,
There's no
Should we
one.
call-
There's... Yeah.
yes. Give him a call.
I have a thought.
I need list.
Toby,
Hmm.
you've always been quite good with other robots. Perhaps we could simply plug this head back in so that it has the ability to talk and you could negotiate with it.
I'm pretty sure you killed it by chopping off its heads. I mean,
Well, of
I know
course.
how robots work. I mean, I have a bin of oily robot heads in the back there, so.
I'm pretty sure if we cut off Toby's head, we could plug it in somewhere and still have a little Toby friend to carry around.
You know, for a Jedi, you speak in pretty gruesome details sometimes.
They're robots. I mean,
No!
They switch
Toby
bodies.
here is my friend. He is
Oh,
not
yes,
a
but
robot. He is a
but you
companion.
can switch bodies, right? I mean, having your head chopped off isn't a huge setback for a robot.
Well, guess
Actually,
what?
no. The trauma
Guess what,
can actually
Jedi,
fly
Caleb?
quite a lot of.
You can
music.
switch bodies as well. I mean, you've done it. You're literally in someone else's body right now, so don't give me that shit.
Yes, but exactly. I mean, that sort of proves the point.
You don't understand the process of moving a droid's consciousness or sentience to another droid is a careful, moving of structures in a sequence to a new place. Not where you've just kind of, fried all the circuitry in one.
I'm calling
smooth
Slango.
No, don't call Slango. Let's do it with our rebellion. They're our employers, and they have the resources, and I feel like for all we know, Slango could be involved with these people.
You've never met Slango. Slango's a great guy.
Everyone you know is involved with every bad guy that's ever killed us.
Slango's never done us wrong. I mean, he always has a good deal. The first time we
Here's-
did with him, he's like, always come back, and we always
Yeah.
do. He
Here's the
always-
thing about bad guys, though, and you're gonna learn this, Caleb. Bad guys you can understand. Good guys you can't understand because they might also be bad guys.
So what you're saying is you shouldn't deal with good guys because they might be bad guys.
Bad guys are my people. I understand them. You just gotta pay them enough, and they do what you want.
As well as you understand them, Coral, you sure have lost a lot to them.
Borg,
Over
what the
the-
fuck are you doing to your camera, man? Don't think I'm not watching you purpleize yourself.
It's been changing color all day.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah.
It was from day one, moment one. for
All
some reason.
right, Caleb.
All right, look, this writing
What's up
isn't
with
pure
this?
Sith, but it's definitely some kind of dialect, and these people obviously,
Well-
if
well,
there's been a
Ra-
dialect of Sith break-off, it's something that I don't know about, and I mean, it shouldn't even be.
Did we not translate this? Can Ray's
No,
take
look,
a
it
look?
says something like we have the ugly one or something like that. I assume they mean Zane.
Uh,
I'm not sure how to translate this word here. But why would they be using?
They've kidnapped Zane is the important point.
But why would they be using Sith?
You know what I find hilarious about this whole situation is that they attacked each of us individually when they're only after you, Toby. Why don't they send 4 Jedi after you?
So we also know that they're stupid. That's good.
Yes,
we
that
can
is
work with
very
that.
good. I mean, the one that I fought did seem to have destroyed at least a dozen other droids. It
And
probably
the other
thought it
thing,
was
too,
quite capable.
is that I was attacked by a very attractive lady.
Are there any
Smell
ladies you
it.
don't find attractive, Coral?
So while that conversation
I'm also
continues,
torn to shreds, guys. Like I am shredded at.
Yeah,
from
no
this.
one notices.
While
'cause
that's
you're always
happening,
torn to shreds.
Zane gets a bucket full of water to the face, and is in the typical chair in a dark room with a FBI light in his face,
Oh, have they torn
Every-
the bottom out of the chair?
shadowy. No,
Is there a guy with a rope?
No, what?
Yeah, he's
From
gonna get
nothing
James
Casino
Bond in
Royale.
And
Yeah, he's
no,
gonna get
it's
James
not
Bond in
Casino
the
Royale.
nutsack.
It's literally any other movie beside Casino Royale.
The worst torture scene ever, you mean?
There are movies with way worse torture scenes than that, buddy.
I don't know,
don't-
man.
that's-
So Zane, you wake up with this splash of water, and then all of the lights come on, and it's no longer like a scary dark room. It's just a room with a table with a light on it in front of you. And a man who looks like Swargula walks into the room and just like picks up a chair and like holds it so that the legs are up and starts running towards Zane. What are you doing?
Thinking to
He's
myself,
gonna high five him with his chair. Obviously, Arthur. That's what he's implying.
And then they become best friends.
I'm thinking to myself, God, this guy is beautiful. As I stand there or sit there, I'm assuming I'm tied up.
No?
Or
I mean,
ravishingly
do you
handsome.
also have a fear boner, or is that an actual boner?
He's running at me with a chair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not get hit, Arthur. I'm gonna just not. I'm just gonna dodge the hit.
You want to dodge out of the way of it?
Yeah, I really do.
Okay, so at the last second before he's about to hit you, he just puts the chair down calmly in front of the table as you like flinch out of the way, and he's like, "Mr. Resk, calm down. We're not going to hurt you." And you can see he's got the red circle on his forehead. I just wanted to have a conversation.
Oh
Yeah,
well,
sound
you
like
see,
Swagler at all.
I got into some really wicked despair earlier, and I felt like a little bitch for a second.
I
Ah,
see.
that
Yes,
takes
that
a
is
toll on you.
particularly harmful drug.
Yeah, I wrote that
metagaming.
down on my arm. I'm a bitch. So now I try to not be.
Look down at your cliff notes.
But
Must act like bitch.
I have to say, you are among the torturers I have seen. You are by far the most attractive.
Is there something I can get you?
Do you have a selfie?
You want
A headshot with a
Headshot?
signature.
I'm afraid I could not allow you to leave here with a picture of me. Is there some refreshment I could get you of some kind? Perhaps clothing?
I mean, am I naked?
No. But you
Oh,
still have on your
his
like
clothing.
mechanics outfit, right? You said you were wearing like some
Yeah,
sort of overalls.
The coveralls, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sit there then. I just sit there and just go, yeah, actually, this is, what did you splash me with? This isn't gin.
It's water, Mr. Vresk.
I've never had
Oh.
water before.
What planet is this? Is this inner planet?
This is Naboo.
No, the water. I don't care about the planet that we're on.
It's also from Naboo.
Damn.
The planet is mostly water.
Is this a ringworm? Like, what is this?
Oh, you don't have me tied up. So you must want something. So tell me, beautiful.
I don't want anything from you.
Oh, okay, we'll see you. I stand up and I walk out.
Yeah, so as you're walking out, he says, "Of course, I can't let you leave quite yet. I want something from one of your friends, but
Oh, what do you want? Maybe I can help you.
we need the central processing unit out of the unit designated T0BY.
No. How about something else?
I'm afraid that point is non-negotiable. You'll be returned unharmed as soon as we have his chassis, core, anything we need from him.
At which point, when you don't get it, you're going to torture me and kill me. Right? I must say, this is a weird form of torture. Because
So and he
I'm
looks
not
at you
scared.
kind of abstractly and is like, "It is a little unusual that your friends would not just hand over the droid. I mean,
No.
surely a droid cannot have an equivalence to the life of a living being."
You really don't understand how this game is played. No. Well, this is going to be quite horrible. And because, they're not going to do it. And secondly, you're going to come in and torture me, and then we're going to go through that all again. And
I don't
it's
know
going
why
to
you think we're
bore
going to
everybody that
torture you.
watches
There's
security cameras for another hour.
really nothing you can tell us that we don't already know or care
Oh,
about.
you'll do it because you enjoy it. Because people like you, who look as good as you do, tend to like this kind of thing. Now,
Well, I'm very flattered, but
you should be. You're gorgeous.
I really have no reason to torture you.
Oh, it's because you enjoy it.
Please punish him. That's what he wants. He wants to be punished by himself.
Zane, I feel like we should get off to a better start. Perhaps you want to sit down.
Well, I mean, no shit. You come charging at me like a chair, like you're going to hit me.
I was
and you
having a
smash
bit
water.
of fun with you.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't really make a good start now, does it?
Ah.
Now,
Well,
I'm
like
starting
I
to get a
said,
little
let's have a
testy.
new start.
I haven't had something to drink. I would like some gin. You want to go fetch it? Maybe. I'll go fetch it if you don't want to. Just tell me where the galley
I'll have someone bring us some Corellian.
I'm
whiskey.
proficient
How
in
does that
finding
sound?
kitchens, don't you know?
I found
So
one
he
of them.
like holds a comlink up to his face and says, "Corellian whiskey, 2 glasses."
No. I stand up and I'm going to grab that from him.
You're gonna do what?
I'm going to
You're gonna
grab
try
the
to take the
comm
comlink from him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he just lets you.
No, that'll be 4 gin, 2 cups. 3 is going to go in 1 cup, and 1 is going to go in another cup. Preferably a baby lid on that one, because he probably needs it.
So as you're saying this, we cut back to the scene with Toby, Coral, and Caleb.
So I believe at this point we're talking to like some intelligence guy, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, is that you want to be talking to somebody in the Alliance?
Yeah.
Yeah, about the
Okay.
IG unit.
Yeah, you're probably talking to your point of contact. Major Trelgos Johns.
Johns.
And Johns is like, so, Beak Mouth, I am a Kamasi. What am I looking at here, Captain?
That would be the card of a very seductive Sith Jedi.
That seems pretty unlikely, as Sith and Jedi.
Well, I don't know. Have you ever been seduced by a Sith before?
No.
Because I've fallen head over heels for this one.
Could you please find someone to crush after that isn't evil?
So, he's like,
I wish
"Captain,
I could. I had one
I
in my
will
bath
continue
today,
this
and she
conversation
told it-
with you, but I really must insist that you wear something other than a robe into my office."
No, I'm dressed at this point, Arthur.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, we went back to the ship.
Okay. Just a bit. Oh, I mean, you said you walked onto the ship in your robe, so.
Listen,
Yeah.
we don't have time for pleasant.
Why? I went to the bath in my robe. I didn't bring my
Uh-huh.
clothes with me. I'm not a
One of
fucking
our crew members
animal.
has been kidnapped, and we've caught the head of one of the droids that participated in the kidnapping. We need a specialist to take a look at it, see what he can steal from its
I see.
brain.
Well, if you leave it with me, I'll have someone take a look over it. We'll get something back to you in 24 hours.
Ooh, that's awfully long time.
I'm starting to think that maybe in 24 hours Zane will have broken himself out.
Well, I'll take that card back. Thanks. Sniff it again.
So, yeah, he doesn't hand the card back. He's like, this is evidence from an attack on the castle here.
No, that is a
something.
gift to me.
Oh, just
So
take a
he's,
picture
like,
of the number
stuffing
on
it into
it.
an evidence bag and sealing it. It'll be returned to you when the look by the military police into what happened during today's events is completed.
I sort of sit there and I like sort of turn and look at Caleb and I'm just like, good guys, huh? Yeah.
I'm like, yes, total cock blocks. I'm sure the numbers
So
in the
he
ship's
holds
computer.
the
Don't
card
worry,
up
sir.
and is like, if you need to write down the HoloNet number, please
No.
feel free.
All right. Yeah, I'll write it down.
I mean, you already called that number, so it's already in your...
Now, here's what I do. I just sort of put my hand up and I just call the number straight away again.
Okay.
No, that's more sentimental than this gentleman here.
The same robot answers and is like, yes.
You didn't give us a point of trade or when or
I
anything.
told you this is not a negotiation. You
No,
attempted
I
to
know.
negotiate.
Well, I would like to negotiate a time. You know, a place.
This is not a negotiation.
Well, tell us where we can go then to get our friend back.
You will meet us in this plaza in 2 hours. Do not involve the police. Bring the medical
Police
droid.
are like this thing.
The police are in the room with us, and they're like they can see them, and they're just like,
Like the robot is automated, right? So he's too stupid to
Well,
be like.
think
oh,
of it
is
this way: the
police.
holocom unit is pointing in the wrong direction, right? It's
Right.
pointing toward Coral.
I like the idea of like half the logo of the like Rebel Alliance being in the background.
Well, it's like marble.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Coral like shifting to the left to block the rest of the logo.
Yeah,
like,
but I like shift to the left, right, and there's like a window of like MPs like marching down. So then I like tilt upwards to like sit in the chair, you know?
like some sort of. Oh man, that'd be great.
Captain,
Uh,
come to
yeah.
this plaza publicly, alone, no weapons. Bring the medical droid.
Sure. Do you like what sort of like how will you know it's me? Do I need to like wear like a bright green
We'll know
shirt?
it's you.
Really, I'm quite ordinary looking.
They hang up the call.
Well, that went well. So, do you want to get like snipers in position? Like, what's going on there?
So Major Johns is like, he said not to get the police involved. Do you really want us to get involved
Have
in
you
this?
never watched a Hollow movie before?
Zanny can take care of
So
himself.
yeah, he just spreads his arms and is like, if you don't want us involved, we won't be. If you do want us involved, we will be.
General,
Look, I don't
What do
want
you
to
guys
get
think?
I don't want to get
General,
hauled off by these fellows, no matter what.
I think it's advisable that you are, in fact, involved. Worst case scenario, they try and kill Zane in reprisal.
Look,
Good
I
luck.
don't think anyone could kill Zane. I don't think Zane could kill Zane. That's how unkillable
I
Zane
think he
is.
would have tried.
Zane trying to kill Zane? That's a little weird.
Anyway, General, I think some sort of
ZVZ.
snipers or covert
That's major.
involvement. Major. I think some sort of covert involvement is advisable in this situation.
I would also like to offer assistance to the squadron of Kali that was in spending the afternoon with me. I mean, I know she was a big part of that squadron, and I just want to, send my condolences to her crewmates or something along those lines.
So yeah, he says tomorrow there'll be a remembrance for her. If you'd like to attend, I'm sure I can get you an invitation.
That would be fantastic.
There'll be an
by the
open
way.
bar in the squadron mess afterwards.
Today?
No, after the ceremony.
Oh. All right then. Please count me in for that. But let's go get our friend back, huh?
Can I also bring Rave to them? I mean, I'm sure they have a specialist
So
that
that's
can.
this unit is no longer Rave. He's an R4 unit asking for a designation.
Oh, god damn it!
And he's still tied up with a knife hanging out of his internal chassis.
Toby, you'll have time.
I give him the
Is
designation.
this
I
like
give
the
him the
bonus scene
designation
before we go to
TH, Arthur.
what?
TH.
So his name is Wrath.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this is the pre halfway into the show. Like it looks like we're gonna end, and then you comes back and it's you cutting down the R4 unit, and it's like Roger, designation R4-TH. Understood. Beginning duties. And it begins like cleaning the walls of everything Zane drew up
thick
there.
blood. Yeah.
No, not the blood. Zane literally drew arms and legs.
Right. Of
On
on the robot. Right.
Yeah. And I think that's our halfway point. We'll be back in like 8 minutes for another 2 hours of
Don't
Edge of the
go
Empire.
away.
Will Zane die? Probably not,
No.
unless he somehow manages to get himself killed. Will he be hit with a chair? It could happen. Could he die of liver failure? Way more probable.
But it's the space future where they have regrown liver tanks.
Yeah, I can grow a liver for him.
So all they need to do is hold him hostage for like a week or so, and he'll just kill himself.
All they need to do is increase the concentration of liquor in the bath tank. To
All
like
they need
40%.
to do is actually remove his liquor and his liver will fail. That's how bad it is right now.
Anyway, see you all after the break, folks.